What's up, everybody? It's Brett with Tail Tucked Outdoors. It's Friday, October 27th, and I'm hunting a spot tonight that might look familiar to a couple of you guys if you've watched our turkey episodes from this past spring. I'm hunting over a clover plot tonight that we put in about 2 years ago that consistently holds a pretty decent population of both deer and turkeys. But on my way in this evening, I saw the first rub down this road that I've seen all year long. I've only been in here twice since the beginning of the year, and neither time has yielded any really good sits so far, but this camera has been really active over the last 3 or 4 days, which timed out just about right for this time of year. I've hunted near here, and I've hunted in some other places so far this year, and really haven't seen but so many deer. Most of my cameras have been pretty active, still at night, or in the mornings when I'm at work typically, so I'm hoping this evening, even with it being almost 80 degrees, things are starting to switch, at least in the deer's brain, maybe not with the temperature. So I'm going to sit tight here and see what the rest of the night brings me. And that's how you do it right there. I don't want to say too much, because there's still some other deer around, but I'm pretty sure she fell maybe 100 yards in the woods right here. And I don't usually get that excited, but that's the first deer I've killed with bow in, I think this is gonna be my 4th year. So, I mean, I've bow hunted for the last, I think, 13 years now. I've just been on the worst drought you could possibly be on as a bow hunter, and part of that has been me being really picky, and just being really selective in where I am and what I'm doing. So tonight, even though it is the middle of October, going towards the later half of October, with it being as warm as it is, I just felt like tonight was a good night to go ahead and fill the freezer a little bit. My freezer is just about dead empty, and I owe some people some deer jerky, some folks that have been fortunate enough to be able to hunt their land for the last couple of years. So I'm excited. We'll get down here in a minute and go ahead and start picking up the blood trail. Well, it happens to every bow hunter at some point, and unfortunately it happened to me with this doe that I shot a couple days ago. I looked for her for hours and hours and hours. The first night, actually, I followed the blood trail for probably close to 250 yards. And about when I got to that point, I really started looking back at the footage from the hunt, and I noticed that the arrow might have been a little bit more back than I originally thought. Originally, I thought I got maybe double lung and some liver just going out the other side, but I think that after watching the video back and after looking at some of the blood and the arrow, that I probably got predominantly liver. And I think part of that is because I hit her a little back, and I also think part of that might be because I was shooting a two-blade broadhead. The two-blade broadheads are new to me this year. I enjoy how they fly. They fly really, really well. They're compact. They fit in your quiver well, all that good stuff. And I think on this hunt, aside from the broadhead, because you can't really blame the broadhead, it's always the archer. And I think I got too excited. I've been bow hunting for a long time, and I hadn't shot a deer with a bow in about 3 or 4 years, so excitement took over a little bit. And what I knew to be a potential liver shot, I pursued it anyways. Going back and looking at the video and looking at my arrow and all that, it definitely looks like liver blood all over the arrow, and it's unfortunate that I made that mistake. I tracked the deer, like I said, about 250 yards, and when I got to the water down in there, I shined my headlamp over across the way right before I was getting ready to back out for the evening, and the deer was laying on the other side of the creek from me. So I ended up backing out, and I came back in the next morning, and a friend was fortunate enough to let me park over his way, and I gained permission from a couple landowners on that side, and for about 3 hours I perused up and down that bottom and all that swamp water, looking for any sign of blood or really, by the end of the morning that I was looking, I was grid searching, and it's unfortunate. I was so excited to finally have killed a deer, and to not find her, was just, it hurt. It hurt when you don't find a deer like that after what you thought was a good shot, and especially when the deer's probably dead out there somewhere. So. You live and you learn. I think having video and being able to go back and look at it really helped me kind of learn a little bit. So this hunt ends on a sour note, but since then I've killed one nice buck and I've seen a couple others. So those videos will be popping out soon. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next one.